Obviously, great win for us. We got to 40 deflections, 17 turnovers against an excellent team, especially an excellent offensive team. It's good to see, Tiger control the game the way he did. Dave was due to have a big night making some shots, so it didn't surprise me. When you lead the Pac-12 as many times as he has in three-point shooting, it's always going to revert to the mean, and he had been in our last five not the best. So, but anyway, they're taller than us at almost every position, and we out-rebounded them by 6. So points in the paint, we're +6. Points off turnovers, we're +9. Second chance points, we're +5. Fast break, we're +8. So we won every hustle category. That's why we won. Obviously, our crowd was a huge factor.
Mick, congratulations, undefeated at home this season. After those first 7.5, 8 minutes, you guys start hitting your threes, getting defensive stops, getting to the line. What was the biggest factor in your eyes to start digging yourself out of that hole?
Well, look, we don't worry about making shots. We worry about taking good ones. Winners know what they to focus on. So we focus on effort, defense, playing the game plan, rebounding, and getting open shots. We don't worry if they go in.
And
So eventually they're going to go. I mean, you're not going to miss every shot. You got to hang in there. I knew when we hung in there, our defense kept us around. At one point we were down 5, and we were probably 0 for 7 from 3, but we were only down 5. So we just had to hang in there. These guys know that. They come to the huddles. They know just keep defending. The worm will turn if we just keep focusing on our effort.
And huge night for your seniors on senior night between Jaime, Tiger, David Singleton, especially from downtown. Any comments on that?
Not a surprise. They've been carrying us all year. I'd like to see Russ get a 3 to start the game.
Was that an ACL for Jay?
An ACL? No. Who told you that?
Somebody said it popped, or no?
I don't know, buddy.
So, just any idea what it is?
He'll have an MRI tomorrow, and we'll deal with it then. We don't have an MRI machine back in the locker room, so.
Just the emotion of the night with the crowd and being able to send these guys who've meant so much to the program out in this fashion.
Well, what I would say to our crowd is, imagine if it was like that every night. How big of an assist that would be for our team. But it is what it is. Back to, we asked about the seniors, I didn't think they'd let us lose today. Tough spot for, look, when you're coaching and you grab your schedule and you look at those last 4 games and you're trying to figure out, all right, whose senior day do I have to play at? Because that is a big disadvantage. It's hard to go win against a real team on senior day. It just is.
Mick, I got to ask you, has anybody ever lifted you off your feet like Mr. Hawkes did today?
That's not hard.
Okay, okay, I had to ask.
It's not hard. Now, my brother and I played at the same weight, but that's about all we got in common at this point.
And just, I guess, the moment, as fun as it is, I saw you kiss Mr. Hawkes on the cheek.
That's my man.
Just talk about the love there, Coach.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Dave's parents are awesome. Tiger's parents, our seniors are great. Kenny's parents are a long way away. So, Russell Stong's parents are just unbelievable people. So, great group of kids. That's why we won a lot of games. You got to have talent and good kids. Talent without character is how coaches get fired. Because everybody says, well, you should win. Look how much talent you got. But you can't win with those guys. Those kind of guys you can't win with. Bob Huggins taught me that when I was 24. 2 kind of players. Guys help you win, guys that don't. There's plenty of guys that don't help you win that have basketball talent. These guys are winners. So it makes coaching a lot easier.
I know you've spoken highly about Russell Stong, but giving him the opportunity to start tonight.
Yeah, we were supposed to hit a 3 to start the game. I got to see the tape. Jaime was supposed to set the fade for him. I thought I didn't think they'd guard him. We were going to get him a 3.
Coach, congratulations on the win right here.
Oh, there you are.
Just talk about the defensive pressure, especially in the second half, and what you saw defensively from this team that enabled you all to capture this win over a top 10 ranked team.
Yeah, they went on a run, or they scored a lot of buckets late. I'm going to say 5 or 6 in the last 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm going to say we had them around 8 or 9 field goals over the first, to your point, maybe 16, 17 minutes of the second half. We had them around 8 or 9 field goals. So our defense was much better. I will say this, I thought, Mac Etienne played a lot today. I thought it was one of his better games. He helped us beat Kentucky as well. Kenny Nuba's still dealing with an injury to his hip. Obviously, Adem had foul trouble. This wasn't his best game. But look, you got to get stops or you can't pull away from anybody. You just got to keep defending, keep getting open shots, keep grinding. But we were able to get on that run, to your point, and I don't really have it. You probably know better than me, where we were able to get away from them. It was our defense. But that's been the key for us. I think it's the key for all teams, really winning teams.
Yeah, Mick, back here.
Oh.
Hey, is this team as ready for March as any team you've had here?
Well, we'll see Jalen Clark's MRI tomorrow. But we got other guys. I'm just, I would feel, if he's not okay, I would feel tragically awful for him because he's just, he's a family member to us. But we got plenty of other guys, that I believe in. They just don't get enough minutes because we got other guys who are a little older. So we'll see. Obviously it's a blow if he's out. But I believe that Will McClendon can do a lot of the things that Jalen Clark does. I still believe Dylan Andrews has got better games in him. So, and Brahma was recruited because he's got talent. So, Kenny and Mac are great examples because they play a lot because of them fouls so much. Your number's going to get called. But I would say this, Bill, the recipe for success in March usually, aside from talent, is a great point guard and some senior leadership, like a guy like a Jaime Jaquez. So, we got a chance. But as you know, that tournament's crazy, man.
So
it isn't March normal.
So you guys have got to be a number 1 seed, right? You have to be.
That's for you. I told you I threw you a layup, man. You got to.
I know. I'm going to put it.
I'm
I'm going to put it and slam it in tomorrow.
You got to slam it down.
It
yeah.
is.
Like I said the other night, Bill, I said all I want is for my team to be treated fairly. So that's all you can say. But there's still, there's games left, right? We're all going to conference tournaments, so. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. I don't think he believes we should have them. It is what it is, right? It's a money grab. Quote Bill Platsky, not me. Make sure you guys quote Bill. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, congrats, Coach.
Thank you.
Talking about quality guys and sort of the buy-in and whatnot. Obviously, David, as the sixth man, has done that for you. I guess you have a lot of trust in him going forward.
Oh.
You mentioned all these role players, but if he has to step into like a starting role, he can do it.
David's a starter. He just doesn't all the time. So I told his parents, well, I'm going to try to get the rule change. He can come back again. So when I was hugging him out there, he'd come back, just keep coming on back, man. He is such a leader for our team. He is the vocal leader, way more than Tiger and Jaime. So that's why it was so big that he came back. Coaches, when you take a job, you got to get a few guys that are on your side, that are mature enough to realize this dude ain't crazy. He's like David would tell you. I'm like his dad. David's blessed with a great father, and that believes in discipline and hard work. So, when he saw me, where other guys, early on, they were looking at me like I had 3 heads, I was the exorcist. Dave's, he got it from Jump Street because that's what he gets at home. He's been taught toughness, hard work, and discipline. So he's had a tremendous advantage getting that at home. So, but it's huge. Like if you don't have a guy like that can translate to his teammates, hey man, he's right. Shut up, listen, whatever's going on in the locker room when I'm not around. It's a big piece of turning a program around. Because I wasn't going to bring anybody from Cincinnati. It just wasn't the right thing to do. And some guys wanted to come, begged me to come. But it just wasn't the right thing to do to my alma mater. It just wasn't the right thing. And we had guys here. So, but Dave he was like my guy. I mean, you know, him and Jaime, because I am docile compared to their father's intensity. You can ask him. Jaime's really laughing.
To win a conference with another top 10 team by 4 games and just win in a variety of ways, does it feel like that bodes well going forward?
Well, to Bill's point, you know, you watch it and you think, well, these guys can win a lot of ways. They got great seniors. Obviously, we got to see what's up with Jalen Clark. But like I said, we got other guys that they're on a scholarship for a reason. So, I mean, it's a hard accomplishment. The sad piece of college basketball is that 3 weeks from now, nobody is going to care about the regular season. You're either in the Sweet 16 or you're not. I mean, that's just how it is. You know, it's sad because, you know, there was a time. The hardest thing to do is have sustained excellence. Go 18-2 in a league with a top 10 team. That's not easy, you know, versus getting hot for 2 weeks on a neutral court. A lot of teams do it. But that's the life we lead as college coaches. I mean, it just is what it is, you know. But, I mean, you follow us all the time, so you understand how hard it is to grind it out and dominantly win a league like this, which would make you think we should be a higher seed. I'm going to let these guys get up here, guys. Thank you.